Alright, good morning everybody. I'm assuming most of you have gone to the grocery store, but have you ever looked at the banana section and seen that there's organic bananas and regular bananas and wondered why is one 69 cents and one is 49 cents, and is there really a difference between them? There sort of is, but it's not a noticeable one, and I'm gonna go over what makes those 69-cent bananas 69 cents. I'm going to be talking about organics. Now, I've worked in the organic industry for 6 years. I grew medical cannabis up in Maine. I've also grown vegetables organically on my own and for others. What is organic? It is a standard set by the USDA to establish produce and meats grown without the use of synthetic nutrients, fertilizers, or hormones. So this basically means for produce, the field that produce is grown on has to be clear of any detectable synthetic fertilizers or pesticides for 3 years. If it's noticed within if that is detected in the fields, that field will lose its organic certification and has to restart the 3-year timeline again. So when you buy your organic produce, you can assume safely that it has come from a clean field. When it comes to meats, that is a bit more confusing. What does it mean to have an organic cow or an organic pig? Well, it means that it can't have any hormones, artificially injected hormones, or feed. Its feed has to also be organic. So it can't be eating, say, grains that were GMO grown. It's very strict. So according to the USDA website, you cannot have any of these synthetic substances used in your food. When it comes to growing plants, how are these organic plants differ from traditionally grown plants? Well, it comes down to how they're fed largely. Synthetic nutrients are, I like to compare them to IV nutrients that you would get from the doctor. It is already in a format that your body can use without having to digest it. Or synthetic nutrients do that. They immediately are uptaken by the plant. There is no breakdown period in the soil. This is what makes them cheaper than organics. You can feed them more regularly and produce a higher yield with less input. Organics, it's a lot different. You are feeding the soil. The microbes and the fungi in the soil feed the plant and break down those nutrients. Sorry guys. When you're feeding an organic field, you're placing organic nutrients like bone meal, alfalfa, or any other nutrient, organically grown nutrient for the plants. These cover the soil. The microbes and fungi break down these organic nutrients into a form that the plant can uptake. According to Soil and Tillage magazine that goes over farming practices, in 2019, they found, a research study found that manure actually helped plants significantly in organic fields compared to synthetic fertilizers used. This helped produce a higher yield, a more healthy plant, and prevented water contamination that can be found with synthetic fertilizers. So how does organics affect the environment and the water and the soil? It's actually a pretty big difference between the two. I'm sure you've seen on the news that we are having increased algae blooms in the Great Lakes, in the Gulf of Mexico, in waterways. These algae blooms are toxic to fish, They poison the water, they deoxygenate it. This is due to nutrient runoff. This is a problem with synthetic fertilizers that can drift off because they're largely applied in large amounts of think crop dusters and whatnot. They will drift off and run off into waterways, and because they're so dense in nutrients and bioavailable, these algae blooms quickly exceed the capacity for the waterways to handle them, and it starves other living organisms. Back to my point, what is the goal of growing organically, and like how does it benefit you? The goal is to produce the healthiest food possible. Organically, it is believed that the food that's grown organically can be healthier because it lacks the synthetic nutrients that don't break down, that don't benefit the soil food web in a larger way. Sorry guys. And in conclusion, I hope this has helped you guys have a better understanding of organic foods prior to this. Thank you.